Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are getting ready for a little bit of fencing on Walker Farm. We have our welder. He was here today. We've been waiting a little bit to get this done, but he came and he's got this welded up. He has the other H welded up over there. I'm gonna be off for a little bit of time from work because of the CV that everybody is stuck at home about. So I'm going to get a little bit of opportunity to do some fencing. Today we're going to start building the first section of fence. Got my helpers. Uh-oh, don't get me with those, son. Those sharp. And Ransom, you got fencing pliers?
Yeah.
What else we need, Ranger?
Got some, whatever this is called.
Called wire stretchers.
And a level.
All right, well, Ransom's gonna take that over there. I'm gonna run over here and grab the roll of barbed wire. I've been saving these little short rolls of barbed wire over here for when I build a little short strand of fence. Good job, Ransom.
Guys, these are the trees that we planted.
Yep, those are our trees.
They're blooming.
Ranger wants to show you guys the blooms on the peach trees. Mama's is right here.
Oh, yeah.
That one's Mazzie's over there. Then we got Ransom and a Ranger. You guys got one.
So if you haven't watched the video that we did of this.
What's that video called? It's called Putting Down Roots.
Oh.
But go check it out. And we're gonna stretch wire. Our first wire is gonna go right here. And it's gonna go just right there to that little short run. So this is the one that's done right now. There's a longer run ready as well. And we'll do more fencing later, but it's gonna go from here all the way down to right there. So.
And then will the welders have to come back?
Yeah, the welder's finishing. He's gonna hang that gate. Maybe he'll be here today. If not today, tomorrow for sure. He might be taking a break. But, so the way we do our fence, I put in the pipe. I concrete these pipes in right here, and then the leg on the brace down there, I concreted those in. And I don't have a portable welder, so I have a guy come out and do the welding for me. I just lay the pipe out, he welds it up, and we're ready to build fence. All right, let's build something, guys. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is bring our wire down. So we're gonna do a top wire and bottom wire. That way we have a guide for our posts. All right, so here we go with the wire. Well, this is kind of a fun section of fence to do because it's a short section. So the next thing we're going to do is stretch our top wire. So I'm going to be using this fence stretcher right here. There's probably a lot of different ways to stretch barbed wire fence. This is just one way that I like, especially on a short run like this. Come along is another good way. I've used that a lot of times. Usually if I'm stretching on a fence that I can put steeples in on wood corners, I really like to use a come along, but today I'm going to be using this fence stretcher. So that's probably about as tight as the wire is going to get. Again, this is a really short section of fence. All right, the next thing we're going to use is our fencing pliers. We're going to cut the wire with these. And I like to cut it long enough that I have plenty to work with. And I'm just going to thread it through my clip. Okay, so you can see I've got that one tied off. So that's going to be the guide for our top post. So now we're going to go ahead and run another wire down here at the bottom. Now we're going to run off our second wire. Let's pull it. take a close look at that. All right, you can see down here, I didn't run the wire to here. I went ahead and just put it on the bottom of the post because, again, I want that to be as close to the ground as possible to be my guide for where my post goes. So we'll go ahead and space out our posts next and drive those in the ground. So one thing I really like to use out here is a 4-foot level. The 4-foot level is used to level our posts up and to measure with. So I like to do our foot post about 8 to 9 feet apart, depending if I hit a big rock. So I'll simply go, there's 1, 2, and I know my post is going to go right here. All right, so I'm going to drive the post. One thing that I want to always make sure to do is put the post on the opposite side of the fence of the cows. So you guys are in the cow pasture right now, so if you guys were pushing out on this fence, I want you guys pushing against the post and when you push on the wire. So I'm going to just level this up the best I can and kind of eyeball the wire where it's at right now, because in a minute I have to hold this wire away from me while I drive the post.
It's gonna be loud.
First post in the ground, and we'll keep driving them. When I come back in a little bit, I'll check the height with a measuring stick, and I will also check for level. So I want to make sure this post is nice and straight. If I make sure this top one's nice and straight, all the rest of them, all the other wires, will line right up. So we'll go ahead and do that now.
He wanted me to carry him.
Ransom wanted you to carry him?
Yeah.
Well, you're a good brother.
Say hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Will you tell him, Ransom?
Hit a bell on occasion.
Hang on, say it again.
You're too short to say it. Hit the bell on occasion. Hit the bell for notifications.
All right, so one thing I like to do for all my posts is check the height. So grabbing a stick that can have a little mark on it is the easiest way. Just walk up to the post and then check it. Oh, looks like that one is just about perfect. So that's where I want the top of that post to be. I also have the stick. I actually gave it to my welder that has lines for each one of the clips he welds on, and also has lines for, basically that's the guide for where the barbed wire is at. So I had that spaced out before they started doing all my corners and all my H's. So that right there is about right. So the next thing I want to do is check for level. So this one is just a hair off, so right there is level. So it's pretty well on. Just a tiny bit to the right there, and that's level. So I'll put my first clip on and we'll be good to go.
I'm gonna feed this to the chicken.
All right, show them that worm.
I'm gonna feed this to the chicken. It's a little worm.
They'll fight over that. They'll love it. Come tell Chad from Adler Farms thank you for trading the chickens.
Thank you, Chad and Case.
So I'm going to attach the first clip. And we'll do that 5 more times on this fence. The T-post we're using today is 1.33 pounds per foot. So every foot of that post weighs 1.33 pounds. You'll notice when you go to buy posts, there's heavier and lighter versions. And that's just the one we're using today. And the wire is a 12.5 gauge 4-barbed wire. And we're gonna be doing 6 strands. So 6 strands is what we do on all our barbed wire fence. It seems to work pretty good to keep the cows in. Some of the best part about being stuck at home is getting to go through the freezer and use some of our deer meat and beef that we've got stored away. So right now I'm about ready to put a little bit of deer steaks on the grill. Getting all the deer steaks off. These are looking really good. These cows are climbing out of the lot. I don't know what to do. I can't build it any taller. All right, that's tall enough, boy. Down, Ransom. Mama, have a fit. She sees how tall you're climbing.
If you're watching this, you see me about to fall. Ah! Help me, Mama!
Stop.
Come here.
JoJo the best dog ranger?
Yeah.
Tell Mama.
Get down.
Say JoJo's the best.
We need another dog, Mama!
I'm full.
Woo! Let's go, JoJo.
He's like, nah, I'm good.
Oh, you're just chilling there? Okay. No, I don't need kisses.
What's this one doing? Being a cow?
Wow, come on!
All right, we got the cowboys getting his cows in the pen. Oh, no! Wow! Okay, so I really just wanted Ranger to show you what he had in his pockets. Not really why he thinks his pocket is a good place for worms, but he's just taking them in and out of there like it's no thing. Mama probably is gonna wash that hoodie when she gets home. I know. Who are those for, Ranger?
Chickens.
Chickens. So we're out here getting these gates kind of prepped for our welders over there. They're gonna finish up our welding and getting these gates all welded up. We're on our 3rd wire now. I had to take a little break. Our welders were back. They finished hanging the gates and finished the last H-brace. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish this fence up tonight. Go ahead and tighten up this 3rd wire. So one little trick that I want to show you guys is when you pull your wire up and get it pretty tight, to ensure that you keep a tight fence later on, and after you're done for the day, you come out here tomorrow and it's not loose. Come down here to the middle of the wire. Put some pressure on it. give it a good stretch. Now that you pulled that wire tight, you got a lot better chance of it staying tight for years to come. All right, so we've got the finished product. All the wires are tied off. Barbs are good and tight. Good boy, good dog, good helpers. And the fence is done for now. We'll come out to feed the chickens. They're doing really good. The kids have probably fed them no telling how much feed, but that's okay.